In this recording, you will learn what Orbiter.Finance is and how to use it. Crypto Explain, everything you need to know to stay safe. Without unnecessary talk, in concern for your time, we will go straight to the specifics. I will discuss the entire service from the very basics so that even beginner users who plan to use the platform for the first time can understand everything. On the screen, you see the main panel of the Orbiter service, which is a fairly popular and cost-effective application used to transfer funds from one cryptocurrency network to another. In other words, it serves as a bridge. It is a platform that supports web wallets, which are cryptocurrency wallets offering decentralized solutions for transferring funds and performing other operations. All available functions via these wallets are entirely under our control. We can use them at any time and without additional authorization from Orbiter staff. The only limitation will be the fee we will have to pay for completing a particular operation, but we will come back to that later. I will now move to the main start page, where you can check the correctness of the address entered in the browser window because the absolute basis is to use the official website. In the Layer 2 Data tab, you will find current information about all supported networks and currency pairs available for use at the moment, along with an analysis of all the information on this subject. We can check the number of transactions, the total volume with a separate breakdown for each blockchain, which is a very interesting set of data because based on it, we can estimate the activity on a given network, which one is becoming popular and which one is dying out. Over time, skillful analysis of this information will allow you to notice certain opportunities that occasionally present ideas on how to utilize this information. We will now move to the most important tab, which is the bridge. In the upper right corner of the screen, I select Connect, which opens a list of available cryptocurrency wallets supported by the platform. There are quite a few of them, and this list is continually growing. I will personally choose one of the most popular options, such as the MetaMask wallet. In the next window, a list of our profiles appears from which we can select one through which we will establish a connection. If you follow the principle of using different profiles dedicated to specific tasks mentioned in the material about MetaMask in previous recordings, choose the profile dedicated to handling decentralized applications. The next step is to grant appropriate permissions so that the service can fulfill its assigned task. On the screen, we see permissions such as accessing the public key, checking the account balance, viewing account activities, and suggesting transactions to sign. These four elements are completely standard permissions that you will encounter when using any official and secure service. However, if anything additional appears on the list besides those visible on the screen, you should carefully consider whether confirming such an operation will be safe for your wallet. If you grant too broad authorization to an application or a website with an average reputation, you risk losing funds in your account. These rules apply to all browser wallets, all cold wallets, and every blockchain network. If you don't fully understand how it all works, check out my comprehensive cryptocurrency course that I published on the Udemy platform. The link is directly below this material. Returning to the topic of this segment, if everything looks good, as it does in this case, I click Next. At the moment, the website suggests switching networks from Arbitrum to Ethereum, but I won't do it because I plan to demonstrate how to use the service on Arbitrum. I click Cancel. If you plan to use another network, I can tell you right away that in any case, everything is done exactly the same way. There is absolutely no difference except for the transaction fee, which we will discuss later. After the page fully loads, we see a panel with the total loyalty points accumulated on the platform for its usage, which may potentially influence an airdrop in the future as I speculate about. Below the points, you'll find a list of tasks for which they are awarded, but I won't focus on that as this list changes periodically. On the main screen, we see the entire transaction terminal. The network I've chosen is Arbitrum, as mentioned earlier, and I selected it in the network settings of the MetaMask wallet. Next, we choose the token to be sent, and at this moment, you can see that it will be Ethereum. In the window below, we decide from which blockchain network we will send our funds, and from the options available on the list, I will choose the network where I previously prepared my funds. After selecting, in the next window, we decide which network our funds will go to, and for the purpose of this recording, I will choose the zkSync Lite network. If everything is correct, in the top right corner, you should see your updated account balance, which you can use for this operation. I enter the value expressed in Ethereum, equivalent to a few dollars, and click Send. In the next step, you will see a summary of all the operation details, including the total amount with the included fee, sender, recipient, and any additional relevant information related to your transaction. It's important to verify the correctness of all data at this point because this is the last stage where we can still go back and correct any mistakes. Once the transaction is sent to be recorded on the blockchain network, there will be no opportunity to reverse it. If all the data visible on the screen is correct and the fee amount satisfies you, the final step is to press the Confirm and Send button. After clicking, a separate window will appear in our web wallet. In this case, it will be MetaMask. The window that appears contains all the necessary transaction details, and here too, you should take a few seconds to verify that everything that appears here is consistent with what we saw earlier. Generally, for transactions of $5 or $10, none of us will focus so much and check everything 3 times. But if you are sending several $100s or several $1,000s, please do it very carefully because a transaction executed incorrectly can be reversed, but it cannot be undone. If everything is correct, as in this case I confirm, and I see that the funds transfer operation has started on the main transaction terminal. After literally a moment, a message appears that the entire process has been completed. Under the icons visible in the middle, you will find a link to information stored in the blocks of the networks you have used. I will now go back to the previous screen, where I can see that the balance of my account on the network to which we sent the funds has increased, which means that our transaction using the Bridge Orbiter has been successfully completed. Using any other network is done in a very similar way. And besides Ethereum, through this service in some pairs, you can bridge other cryptocurrencies, such as stablecoins, by following exactly the same steps as we did during this recording. If you like my material, please leave a thumbs up. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Good luck!